Hello? Alright, I don't know what happened. I just said, what can I say? Like, it's hard to do something when the opponent knows exactly what you're going for.
You have not enough minerals.
How about proxy in 2 locations? Well, I don't know if you saw. You know when I saw 2 probes moving out on the map? The reason why he sent 2 probes is because he was scouting around his base, because he knew that I'm gonna proxy it. Like, that's just such a... Like, come on, bruh. You know? Honestly, when people know it's me, I should just play a normal game and just beat them. Because there's a high chance that they are, you know, being cheeky sniping. But yeah, it is what it is. I tried, boys. I tried my best, but almost, but not quite. Didn't know you were going Mothership? Well, that doesn't matter. I wasn't going Mothership. I was going Tempests, but I lost everything because he bombed everything. It's hard to, like, I didn't plan to go Mothership 1 base. It was just like, okay, well I have no stargate, might as well make a Mothership, I guess, because I got Fleet Beacon. Oh well. GG boys, GG right away. Why don't I stream WoW from time to time? Number 1 is people's complaining.
You must construct additional power.
Like, people would read the whole time that I'm streaming another game. And I know that because it happened already. And yeah, like usually the stream ends up being like, when are you gonna play StarCraft? When are you gonna play StarCraft? Why are you not playing StarCraft? Why are you playing that shit game? Why don't you play StarCraft? Usually every time I stream another game that happens. Unless it's an RTS that people love. Like when I played Red Alert, people didn't do that. But if I stream other genre, that's kind of what happens. Just people asking for StarCraft 24/7.
Additional pylon.
Plus, I don't think there's much to do in. There's not much to do in WoW Classic. To be completely honest. Like, most of the stuff that I do is just like very...
Yes, Executor, give us your command.
Like, not good stream content, I guess.
Glory to the Daemon. Where shall we march? Come. Give. Where shall we march? Combat awaits.
The threads of
Ire, we serve with
an.
Let your will be heard. Not
How can I aid you? Our fates are one.
Our
You
pylon is
interpret
under attack.
faith.
before fear. We seek guidance.
Let your will be.
Let us begin.
Our pylon is under attack.
Ire shall be made. Give us your command.
You have not enough minerals.
We are of one mind. We serve with pride. Yes, Executor, where shall we march?
You have not enough minerals.
Combat awaits. To glory. Combat awaits. Najakar Mina. Combat awaits.
Vengeance.
Let your will be heard.
You have not enough minerals.
Car Nina.
We seek justice.
Yes, Executor.
We must construct additional pipelines.
We serve with pride.
Victory. Throw fate to the wind.
Give us your glory.
For glory.
I am shouting.
Our charge.
Where shall we march?
Dude, what is happening with my shit microphone? By the way, new microphone is on the way. Luckily, I can't wait, because this one, I'm gonna throw it in the trash, okay? The moment I get a new one. When did it cut off? Did it cut off like super early? Jesus Christ. 3 minutes in, oh my god, dude. Alright, well, I don't know if I was talking, but I actually said at the end there, it's kind of crazy how Proxy Tempest actually works. You know, like in PvP, I didn't think that it would work as well as it does, but it kind of works pretty well, actually. Yeah, I'm getting Shure, how do you pronounce that? Shure? SM7B, that's gonna be a very nice. Why doesn't Cyril do the big GSL tournaments? Because in order to do a GSL tournament, it spans over like a month or even more. So you actually need to move to South Korea to play there. And he doesn't want to uproot his life to play in a tournament. That's it. I mean, he doesn't need to go to GSL. Like, I don't know why people, like Cyril haters, I call him, are so mad at Cyril. Like, oh, he never won GSL. It's like, well, does it matter? Like, he doesn't want to uproot his life to win a tournament that... Like, for what? To prove to some internet nerds that he can win GSL? Like, it doesn't make any sense because he's bitch slapping those GSL players in every tournament he faces them, so who cares? Yeah, and he has won GSL versus the world. But people go to such lengths to hate on other people online. It's actually insane. Like, especially recently, I think like the whole pandemic lockdown made it actually worse, but people are so like hateful online, you know, like, and I don't mean like, oh, I don't like Zerg players. It's just like specific targeting people. People are so obsessed with stuff like that. Like the amount of threads and the amount of posts I've seen about Cyril, how he's not the best player because he hasn't won GSL in some noob guy's opinion, doesn't even play StarCraft. But they don't just say it once. Like if you check their match history, they're like posting 5 times a day how Cyril is shit and how he needs to win GSL in order to be considered the best player. It's like, what are you trying to do, dude? It's a game, and it's players that you have no contact with. It's one thing giving your opinion, like, well, I don't think Cyril's the best because of this. But there are some people, it's super creepy when you check their post history or message history. All they do is shit post. Did I say match history? Yeah, message history. All they do is like shit post certain people, and I'm just like, man, like I really hope you get better in your life. You know what I mean? Like, who has time to do that? Jesus, why would you do that in the first place? You know? But yeah, even I mean, Cyril has been like dominating, right, in StarCraft II scene for a while, and I still see posts like, oh, Cyril's not best. Like, Dark and Sue and Rogue are arguably better because they actually place better in GSL. And until Cyril, until Cyril goes to GSL and actually wins, and he's not the best player. And it's like, what? Like, you think he gives a shit what you think? Like, any player with half gram of brain knows that Cyril's the best by far. Like, what do you mean? You know? Didn't know what I want to go for there. It's like, bro, you just cringe. Shut up. No, I don't know why I'm making a shield battery. It's not like Terran can do any pressure here. It feels Terran, man.
We are orange. We are
But at the end of the day, it's those people that like have nothing better to do, and they would hate on Cyril even if he wins GSL. They're gonna say, "Yeah, but let me find my book of excuses. Yeah, but the player he beat like didn't play the best on that day, so the only reason Cyril won is because that insert random player name here didn't play very good on that day." It's like, oh, just shut the. You know what I mean? Like just shut up.
Let your will. Yes, Executor.
Seeing you play this dirty makes me lose respect for you. Disgusting. Thank you. That is one of the highest compliments a Protoss player can receive. So, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I return to serve.
We serve.
Command.
Iron.
Where are his units?
Await.
Channel.
Did he attack across the map?
Yes, let your will be heard.
Annihilation commencing.
Iron. Shout.
Man, this is such like Protoss bullying. Like just entering someone's base and being like, yeah, that's mine now. Get out of here, kid.
Crystal charge. Ikuda alive.
Iron. Shout.
Whoa! Protoss is so disgusting, I swear. How crazy people are. People life threatened an actress's life who played in The Last of Us 2 and killed someone in game. Yo, people are insane. Like, I'm telling you guys. I genuinely, as someone who loves games, who loves internet, like I love it, the existence of internet, I love games, I love anything tech-wise. In the past 10 years, there has been a huge switch from, oh look, I have internet, I can play with a friend, to the internet is now channeled into witch hunting people and into just insulting people, into making drama, into just harassing people, and it's insane. And I think the reason why it's so insane, and it's actually getting worse. It's actually getting worse. I feel like it was kind of like growing over the years, but I feel like in the past year, it got 3 times as worse than we had in past 10 years total. Like, you know, all these like drama things, whether it's streamers or actors or whatever, just like trying to cancel people and like life threaten them and DDoS them and just so many things, and like people are batshit insane. And the reason why this is happening is because there is no consequences, right? If you threaten someone IRL and there's witnesses, there are consequences. But threatening someone online, unless you're literally threatening to hurt them, nothing happens to you, right? Like calling someone mean names, nothing happens to you, because even if people call you out on it, people like, yo, like that's not cool, you're just like, haha, lol, XD, don't care. People wouldn't do that IRL, right? And is this like anonymity and just everything around it having like no consequence for your actions, people are just kind of like showing their true colors, but at the same time, I think people genuinely don't understand that just because you say something. I talked about this a couple of streams ago, actually. Like, just because you don't, just because it's online, it doesn't mean you're not insulting a real person. You know, there's like a real person on the other side you're insulting. And it doesn't matter how wrong you think they are or bad. When, you know, thousands of people do that, it's like messed up and it affects people. And I think it's really sad, to be honest, because it's like the technology and just the internet is getting used in such a bad and just negative way, you know? It's really sad at the end of the day. Wait, are you kidding me? Dude, I'm dead.
You must construct additional pylons. Your probes are under attack.
Persevere.
TLDR, don't be a weirdo, okay? It's weird.
Yes, Executor. Let ire shall be reclaimed.
Dimensional strings attuned. The threads of fate lie there. Our windows. And only dimensional strings attuned. shall let us begin.
Najakar, Mina.
How can I aid?
Ire shall be replaced.
An Eladine Washagal. You seek guidance? A window
The
is short.
firstborn shall persevere.
An omen or a an Eladine Washagal. Nazuktai. I see. The thread. Our window is short. You seek guidance. An omen. Let us begin.
Is under attack.
We interpret.
You
Extrapolating
might-
strings. How can I... Our window is short.
You have not enough minerals.
You see. How can I aid you? An arrow. You see. How
Is this
can I
guy
aid you?
blocking my camera? It's not. I think he knows. Well, yeah, possibly. Like he's spamming pause and stuff. Or maybe he's just a loser. Or he's a suka bliat. GG. This guy's just all-inning every game. Looks like he's just a loser, yeah. I don't know what this means. Can't read it. He says, son of shit. I'm not your son. In GSL with 4-player groups, what are the 2 players not actively playing? What are the other 2 players doing? I mean, I have no idea. Like sometimes, most of the time, people just practice. Like they play games, adjust their settings, make sure everything's fine, stuff like that. The salt in this game is truly something else sometimes. Yeah, imagine being that big of a tool that you win a game and you feel the need to trash talk and call other people shit while all-inning them. Like imagine that. Like what kind of... This is what I was talking about. This is literally, guys, I was just talking about this. I was just talking about these people being shitty online, right? This guy's on a barcode, and he's trash talking me for God knows what reason. I don't think it was stream time. I think it's just a random. And he beat me, right? And he's calling me whatever, son of, you know. Like, what's wrong with people? Like, imagine playing a football game IRL, right? And you win a game and you go over to another team and you're like, haha, shitter, loser. Like, who does that, you know? Just actually people that are batshit fucking insane. Or just douchebags. Like, you know, when you put it in perspective and when you say, like, when you compare it to an IRL situation, you realize how insane it is what people do online. Heran.
You must construct additional pylons.
A little trash talk is always fine. I mean, sure, but it's also like, if I'm playing against a pro player that I know, right? And he's like, haha, dude, you know, get wrecked, or nice, whatever, nice defense. That's like it's like a banter, like you know that guy. But it's very hard to read online. Like, for example, if I win a game, right? And I say, nice defense, lol, to my opponent. Like, they don't know if I'm just, like, goofing around, if I'm, you know, trolling, or if I'm serious, right? So obviously you take it serious because most of the time people are serious online and, you know,
We
mean,
serve.
I guess.
We are
Wait, what is this? Wait, what?
Adan Atu.
Where shall combat awaits? Fire shall be reclaimed. We
This guy's going proxy starport.
Glory to the Daylon. Give us your command. Yes, execute. Combat.
You require more SP. You have not enough minerals.
Nazutai. Stars align.
Wait, he's not?
Harmonized. We interpret. An LG lost above. Beastyqt. An omen. The threads of fate lie bare. An LG lost. An
How do I
omen.
do this?
Our window is short.
Upgrade complete.
We serve.
How can
Give us your command. Naja. Where?
Let us begin. The stars align.
Come.
Under attack. You have not. Your foes are. You have not enough minerals.
Glorious combat upon us. Naja Kar, Mina.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Fire shall be.
Alright.
Is under attack. Oblivion descends.
Saved. Daniela, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, thank you. SB56, thank you so much for the 200 bits. Thank you, boys. Now I message this guy. You piece of dude, you get wrecked. Haha, lol. Is it 20 and 0 versus Terran? Bruh. Honestly, best thing to do is to ignore and try to win the game. But it's not about that. Like, it's not about, like, oh, you know. Like, for example, in games, I never, ever get, like, affected by people. Because it's like, they're salty, I get it. I get salty sometimes. I never insult the player. I'm usually like, oh, man, this race or whatever, or this guy. But I never say this guy's this guy's that, right? Or I never PM them. But it, like, makes me sad, like, you know? Not for the fact that I'm insulted, but for the fact that someone does that. That makes sense. Or like the fact that someone let's say on my YouTube videos or my stream, like they come to watch me and then they post like shitty comments to insult me. It's like, man, you've deliberately clicked on my stream, right? You did it on purpose. Like you went to my stream and you decided to insult me. It's like, that's so weird, you know? It's so weird. That's all there is to it. But regarding that, and the whole like, just people being shitty in the past year, I'm not even sure how you would fix that. Because it's not just StarCraft, it's not just gaming, it's everywhere. But I don't know how you would fix that. I mean, the best way is to hold people accountable, but how do you hold people accountable? Because anyone can make an account called, you know, PoopFister69 and insult someone. Unless you would like require like an ID to make accounts everywhere, so it would connect to your ID and it would show your real name.
Sending love to all the internet haters 3.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, requiring real names is messed up in its own way, but I feel like that's the only way for your accounts to be linked somehow, or you know, something. Yeah, in Korea so I don't know if you guys know this, but in South Korea you actually need your ID to buy games, and your ID is tied to your gaming accounts. Anyone who takes Flames Troll BM seriously has it coming anyway. That's the dumbest thing you've said. Just stop right there.